Lance.
Hey, buddy. What's going on?
What's happening, fella?
I don't know. That rock star intro gets me every time now.
I love it.
I'm sitting back here jamming in the background and bam.
That was so much fun that day we went into the studio and rocked out and put that together. Man,
I didn't even know I had that in me, but I did.
Who knew? Welcome to it. It is season 8, episode 4. It is the 3 Beer Pod. It's Chris and Tim. Welcome to the pod. Bod. Just before we started, I was talking about some betting on the old single game betting. We need to get one of them to sponsor the show. They're sponsoring everything right now.
They are, and there are too many to choose from, and it's not going well for me.
Well, why don't you throw out your go-to?
Okay.
App, and then I'll throw up mine, and then maybe one of them. Yeah, we'll pick us up. Who knows?
I'm a Bet365 guy, and I think they like me because I lose every time. I'm a big odds guy, Cloudy. I just go for the gusto, and it doesn't work out for me very well. How about you?
I'm on the Score Bet app. I've been using that, and I've been successful-ish. I guess, how do you judge?
You're pretty good at this
lately, but I'm like, I don't bet big. I only bet $2. I think I bet 10 last week at one point and
didn't win.
Yeah, shit the bed.
I thought you were supposed to win more than you lose. Like, that's how I read this. Apparently, that's not how gambling goes. People have been doing this a lot for a long time. I've never been a big gambler.
No,
I thought I'd give it a whirl, and then I thought people just won all the time because that's what people talk about all the time, right? People always talk about winning, so I was like, well, if that guy's winning, then obviously I'm gonna win too. But apparently, it's set up that you don't win all the time.
Why don't we normalize losing, Tim? Let's normalize losing on this pod. We'll normalize losing, and then and then we can celebrate when we do get those random wins.
Okay. Well, I lose a lot, Cloudy, and most of the time actually is when I lose. So that's how it's going for me.
Hey, we got spun off into the betting pot. I just wanted to mention right here, our friends over at Muskoka Beer Spa. Great chatting with Melissa last week on the podcast. Yeah. If you missed it, go back and check it out. Lots of fun talking with her. They got some stuff going on up there, eh?
They got some great stuff going on up there. I can't wait till we get up there. I thought we would go sooner now after we had her on last week. Like, let's book again. They got a lot of midweek bookings. That doesn't work for our schedules.
No, what's going on with that? Not until we're full-time. Not until we get picked up by one of these apps to be sponsored and giving us some big money. All right, let's get rolling this week on episode number 4 of season 8. I'll let you start because my What You Drinking Bud is going to leak into a little bit of beer buzz here this morning.
All right, buddy. I'm going to start with this one right here. This is from Kingston Brewing Company.
Yes.
This is the West Coast India Pale Ale. This is a friend of the pod, Corey, dropped this one off. Going to give that a spin up. Haven't had that one yet. Also, friend of the pod, JT, was in the United States and brought this one back. This is a New Holland Golden Sales Lager. Actually brought me like a 4-pack of different ones. Tried a couple. Haven't had the Golden Sales Lager yet. And it's feeling like summertime, Cloudy, around here. And it's got me pretty fired up. And I stopped and got a Radler.
Ooh,
and it's like some people are like, that's not beer and that's not any good, but they're just refreshing. Right? And sometimes you just need something that's like fruity goodness. This is the Fieldberry Radler from Waterloo. I'm actually going to drink that right now, buddy. Just
in here. All right. Here, let's let me pull this over here. So I grabbed this when I was out at the old grocery store the other day from Sawdust City. That made me think of our trip up to Muskoka.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So, the Garnia Lil IPA. Did you give me this one? You're gonna have to help me on this one because sometimes when you see beer in the fridge, you're like, where did that come from?
Where'd that come from?
Where did that come from? The Stockyards. Is this what did you hook me up with that?
Yes.
Okay.
100%. I gave you that one. Yeah.
Good. Now I can place it. I hate not being able to place where it showed. I'm like, where did that come from?
That's where it came from.
And much like you talking about how it's felt like summer here the last little while, I'm to a summer post-game staple. I'm going old.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah, the OV. Buddy.
Nice.
Yeah. Been crushing those lately. You know that. All right. So what I'm doing, I'm going to pour this into one of my glasses out of the. This is my. Get the glare on there. The Belgian Moon glass I got. I think from ordering a Belgian Moon at a bar one day. So
they just gave you the glass.
Well, you get a drink and they gave you the glass. So I want to spin our beer buzz right into a little 3-beer pot of rumor mill. Okay.
Whoa,
so over the long weekend, and I have not been able to confirm this except for a brief convo at the old beer store. When I was grabbing the OV, I overheard that the Belgian Moon is being discontinued in Canada.
Really?
That's what I'm hearing.
That was part of the rumor mill. Unconfirmed? Did you then go home and Google it to see what was going on?
I did immediately. Nothing on the Google machine, so I don't have any. That's all I know.
Breaking news.
I don't know. Do we take that to the bank and spit it out? But that's what.
Well, was it just like a random patron?
No, it was an employee.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. They said it came rolling down like that might be the last one discontinued. And I was like, huh.
Right.
Little do they know, Beer Pot Insider right here
was standing right there.
Throw it out in the rumor mill.
I love the rumor mill. We should get more rumor mill.
We don't know if
you have some rumors. Direct message us, DM us, so we can fire up the rumor mill some more.
So that's what I got on the beer bus today. That's really all I had, and it was just a rumor. So in the beer news world, it was just a rumor that I overheard somebody who works at the beer store.
We are the beer insiders. Welcome to the show.
Belgian Moon was one of the first craft beers that I kind of got into. What was it, 2015 when it came to Canada? It was Blue Moon down in the States.
Yeah,
I was down in the States for a vacation and got a 12-pack, and I was like, mama, this is good, because you always heard it pop up on their list, right? There's always like the best beers in the States, and it was always like Blue Moon, and I thought, well, when I get down there, I'm going to try it. And then, you come back and you see the similar logo and you're like, Blue Moon. And they'd be like, we don't have Blue Moon. We have Belgian Moon. I was like, well, that's not. What's that? Well, then you find out that it's the same thing. And
I had a bad Blue Moon experience, to be honest with you.
No?
Just stopped at duty free, came home with a case of Blue Moon, and then I drank it. And then I didn't feel good for so I haven't touched it in like 10 years. Just can't even bring it to my nose, actually.
Yeah.
It was just one of those bad. You got it, like excited, and then crushed it, and then like.
I haven't had
can't touch it anymore.
I haven't had a good one since that time in the States when I had the Blue Moon. Right. I don't know if I've ever gotten on the Belgian Moon train, but I know a lot of people do like it. So
yeah,
who knows? That's what we can tell you on Beer Buzz this week. It's a rumor, and I'll find out more from Jimmy, the guy who works at the back of the beer store.
Well, now I feel like I'm going to go to the beer store. I got some cans to take back, and I'm just going to just throw it out there.
You should go.
You guys hear anything about Belgian Moon?
And have like a monocle, like you're some inspector. And see
you guys hear anything about this? And then just fired up, and they're like, "Who'd you hear that from?" And I'm like, "Beer Insider, 3-Beer Podcast."
Like,
you're welcome.
The what?
The who?
The who? Timmy, how was your long weekend?
Buddy, it's okay.
Yeah,
it's not long enough.
Never.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Can we petition to have long weekends?
See, this is what I'm thinking. Okay, you know how they keep talking about these 4-day work weeks that are like 4-day work weeks, and these countries all over the world doing 4-day work weeks. Are we going to add like an extra day to a long weekend then? Like, would the long weekend now be, instead of being a 3-day, like, is it a 4? Like, if
hope so.
Like, that's the only thing. I'm like, well, hold on. I can't get on board unless we add another day on the weekend.
How does the 4-day week actually work? Do you just not work
you just
that
work,
day, or
you just work more in the 4 days previously?
Okay,
basically.
Okay,
so, yeah,
I could probably get behind that. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. I'm loving the long weekends.
Yep.
Could use more of them, and I would like them to be all 4-day weekends.
So, well, here's my question. I was going to ask you. Okay, so the May 2-4 weekend, just wrapping up. What would be your number one. Let's give it top three, okay? A three beer pod top three, okay? Top three long weekends of the year, okay? And on the calendar, the long weekends, not when you're like, hey, I took Monday off and that's my birthday weekend, whatever.
On the calendar.
Like, on the calendar, long weekends.
I was gonna say something, but my mom would be mad if I said this, so I'm not gonna say this. Number one long weekend. Yep. It's got to be Canada Day weekend. Yeah.
You know what? I'm biased though.
It's your birthday.
My birthday's the day before, so I've grown up always having a stat day the day after. And inevitably, I always mix it in to make an extra long weekend. But I'm on board. Canada Day, my fave.
Canada Day.
Okay. One. Yeah, we can agree on that one. Number two.
Least favorite. Can I say? I'm going to eliminate one.
Okay.
I'm going to eliminate one because I don't like Labor Day weekend.
No.
It's a long weekend. I don't like Labor Day weekend. It was always the back to school, going back to university.
Yeah.
Didn't like that one.
No.
So, Easter weekend. Does that count?
Oh yeah, it's a long weekend. Are you adding it?
That's a 4-dayer.
Depends on your line of work.
Was this only summer? Because wait a second.
No, all weekends. All weekends for the year. Top three
I got confused
long weekends.
There's like only 3 in the summer, so I would think you're just setting me up.
No. But what are you putting Easter? Are you putting Easter on the good list or are you eliminating it?
No, I like it just because it's longer. Okay. It goes into the I want longer long weekends. It's not even my favorite weekend, but
okay. All right.
Although I got chocolate and beer at Easter. Probably not the reason to celebrate Easter weekend. I don't know. I don't want to get into the
Jesus brought you beer. Yeah, go ahead.
It's a great combination. I can say never mind. And top three. So I like that one just because it's long. It's long.
What is that an honorable mention? Is that what you're giving it?
Yeah. It's long.
Okay. This is the longest top 3 list ever. That should not be this long.
This is Thanksgiving. That's a long weekend.
It is a long weekend, yeah.
I like that one.
Okay. I'm just going to keep writing them down, and then you let me know when you're ready to finish it.
These are long shots. I'm trying to figure out all the long weekend.
Okay, I'll throw them at you. Okay.
Okay. Civic holiday. Like August.
Yeah. August, yeah.
I like that one.
So is that number 2?
Well, you didn't give me any prep time. I didn't just running these things through my brain. I just running these. You didn't think it would be this hard, did you?
No, I didn't. I was just off the top of my head.
Okay, May 2-4.
May 2-4. Yeah,
that's a long weekend.
Yes.
Memorial Day.
That's not ours, but
okay. I like it better. I like it better than May 2-4. It's the week after, right?
Yep.
That's the one coming up. It's nicer weather.
It is for the U.S., yes.
Okay. Can't celebrate that one. My bad. Okay, well, it's May 2-4. Okay, number one's Canada Day weekend.
Number one. We have only gotten one. Yeah.
Always nice.
Yep.
Thanksgiving. Because it's a nice breakup. It's a nice break to the year. What is in this? What is in the Fieldberry? Fieldberry Radler.
This 2% Radler has knocked you on your ass.
It's a 2. I can't even read what it says. I think it's a 2.5. It's really goes right to the brain. There's something with the Fieldberry. And
we need one more, sir.
Well, then May 2-4.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Well, like you got something better. What is yours?
Okay. I'll throw the weekends out there.
Oh, Family Day weekend. Forgot about that one. So don't like that one. It's
New Year's is a stat day. New Year's is a stat day. Okay. That's rarely a long weekend. There's always a lot going on. Okay. I'm going to rule that out. Family Day is poo because it's in February.
I agree. It's snowing. Yeah. I don't like that one. Can we move Family Day?
I would love to move Family Day to June. That would be the
one in June. There's
not a day in June. No, there's not.
Let's put it to June. Family Day's in June now.
That would make more sense. Okay. So we're Family Day, and then there's the Easter weekend, right? So Easter happens in March or April. I guess it kind of.
I like it because it's longer. I like it because it's longer.
Yeah, you've explained that. The May 2-4. I love the May 2-4 because it signifies the beginning. It's fun times coming.
Yeah,
fun time. Charlie is on his way.
But the weather usually sucks.
It does 100%. But
right?
Still mentally, it's good for your brain because it's late in May.
It felt good.
Yeah,
it felt good. I'm still. Can we get the Family Day to June?
There's
an election coming up in Ontario.
Yeah, that Fordsy already said he's going to do it.
Did he?
One of them did. No, Fordsy didn't say that.
But
if you put it in his head, he'd be like,
"Yeah, let's throw it out there. Let's start a campaign this week."
Family
to get
Day.
that a thing. Okay.
All right. So May 2-4, there's nothing in June. July is Canada Day. August is a civic holiday. Labor Day in September. October is Thanksgiving. Some people get Remembrance Day, but I feel like we shouldn't even. That's them. You don't put that in this list. And then you get Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, which great. No, but a lot of times it is, but there's just too much going on, right? It's buzzing. You can't get anything done. Then you're back into New Year's. You start again. So I think I
just changed my mind.
Oh,
now that you ran through them all,
okay.
Changed my mind.
Now your final top 3 best long weekends.
I like Labor Day now. Actually, I take it back. Labor Day weekend, because recently Labor Day weekend, I've spent time out in Buxton, and they have the homecoming, and it's a lot of fun. There's baseball, beer, and good times, and seeing people you haven't seen in a while. I'm adding Labor Day back in. Okay.
Labor Day's back in.
Back on the table. It's number 2 though. Canada Day weekend. That's the kickoff to summer for me.
Canada Day. Yep.
Canada Day. Canada Day's 1. Labor Day's 2.
Labor Day's 2.
And if we can get Family Day moved to June, that's 3. That's my top 3. The Family Day stays. Not a fan. Not a fan of it. Why is it in February?
That's McGinty.
What's the
Dalton
history
McGinty's
behind it?
Family Day. Dalton McGinty was adding another calendar holiday. It was probably an election year, and he said, "Let's throw it in February." Everybody's dying to spend a long weekend at home in February with their family. That's the worst time of the year.
Why did they put it there? There's got to be a reason. No, okay.
They were like, "What other month? Nothing." And then you didn't speak up in time. Yeah, June.
Well, I don't think I was asked.
No. I was going to throw a curveball in there. I didn't think we would last 15 minutes on this. I was going to say the American Thanksgiving. If you're smart with your holidays and you take that, if you could take a Thursday, Friday and make it a real long weekend, you got the Black Friday in there. You got some football on the tube. It's late. It's in November before everything really gets buzzing. That's a curveball in there, and I'm going to add that too.
Wait a second. Time out. You thought my Memorial Day weekend was dumb, though.
No, well.
So wait a second. I take it back. If moving Family Day to June isn't possible, then I want Memorial Day on my list.
Okay.
Done.
All right. Is that it?
Yeah. Sorry.
Is that all you got?
No. What else you got? Okay. What's your one? Your one is Canada.
Number 1's Canada. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. American Thanksgiving.
I'm going to put that in there, and then the civic holiday weekend. I'm a summer guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Well, I'm glad we
Tim's top 10.
On that.
Now change the whole background on it. Tim's top 10.
I feel like I'm on to something there, though. Does anyone else thought of that? Or
into what? What? Just listing all the holidays and loving them all?
Yeah.
Hey, over the long weekend, I went out. I'm an early morning walk guy because I am almost at retirement. I just feel like I'm going to be such a good retired guy. I was walking on Sunday morning at 6:30 a.m. And remember, Sunday was kind of cool and dreary.
That's early, buddy.
Yeah, it was early, but it's great. It's quiet. Okay. The birds are chirping. There's nobody out to bother you. Your dog can poo and you don't pick it up. It's great. So
keep walking.
I go by this house and they've got some longer grass and they're out trying to cut the grass at 6:30 in the morning.
Come on.
With parkas on, like down like this.
Cutting it with what? A lawnmower?
So one electric lawnmower plugged in, remember the cord you used to have to drag around?
Yeah.
And then you'd have to swing it over the next.
Yeah, that's not fun.
No. And then inevitably you cut it, you drive over it.
100%.
And like every one of those cords is covered in like electrical tape because you've run it over.
For sure.
So they got one of those, and then they got one of those little push mowers with the tick, 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 tick.
Oh, like a real mower.
Exactly.
It's called real, yeah. REEL.
Two of them out there like this, and I'm like 6:30. I'm like, what is happening? Like, I'm glad I don't live in this neighborhood.
Yeah,
like, I could imagine. What is? I'm afraid to ask you another question. What is your time on the weekends to do yard work? Because I think we should all get in the same. Before we work on the June holiday, I think we all need to get on the same timeline for.
I actually had this conversation the last 2 weekends.
Okay.
Because I've wanted to just get at it.
Yep.
And I had to use a rototiller. I wanted to use a chainsaw. I wanted to use a lawnmower. Last 2 weekends. These past 2.
Wow. We're lucky you're still here.
That's what I wanted to get at. And I was like, it's 8 o'clock. Let's get at it. But I didn't. I think Saturday of the long weekend or any weekend, I think it's 9. 9.
That's what I was going to say. Yes.
I think it's 9. Sunday, back it up though. Sunday, I think it's closer to 11.
Okay, I was going to say 10, maybe 9:30.
Okay.
10.
All right, I was
just. But that's when I get home from church.
Not me.
So
right, yeah, go to church first, then cut the grass.
Yeah.
You can't cut the grass then go to church. What are you doing up so early on a Sunday?
No, then you got that green stained shoe thing going on.
Yeah, you can't wear those to church.
No.
Yeah, I would like to get at it earlier, but I'm trying to be considerate of my neighbors.
Yeah. 9 o'clock. Although there's nothing better than a Saturday morning, get up slightly early. I like to get up and I walk, but if I come home and have a coffee on the patio and then hearing somebody start up that lawnmower, that first little hum, and you're like, it's a day we're just going to get stuff done.
But yeah, then you want to get at it. You hear someone else's lawnmower going, you're like, all right, let's go. Game on. I was waiting for you, bud. And then he's going to
set the pace. Yeah.
Then everyone goes. Then the whole neighborhood's just roaring. And then the guy who wanted to drink a bunch of beers on a Friday night, he's angry.
Yeah. Especially if you live in a neighborhood where guys like to work in their race cars on Saturday morning.
The Saturday morning race car neighborhood. What neighborhood is Did I tell you about my neighbor that rides his motorcycle in his backyard?
No.
So my neighbor, very close to me, I just see a head go by. And
the old guy with the pool?
Oh, no. Tom doesn't have one. I should get him one though. That's like stunt driving around the pool. No, this guy just backyard. Okay. And you see his head go by. And then the first time I saw it, I was like, what's he doing? Is he cutting his grass? You just see a head go by. And then you hear the motor and he's like, and he just cruising around. I'm like, okay, one-time deal, just tuned it up. Every 2 to 3 days, he's in his backyard riding his motorcycle. And he's got 2 of them.
That sounds like a DUI. And that's the only where he can drive it.
I thought backyard. I threw that out there. Then I saw him driving a car.
Oh.
So I agree. I thought, well, he's like, I just want to get the feel for this. Gonna be back on the road someday. Nope.
Someday.
No, he's got a license. Well, I'm assuming he's got a license. I saw him driving a car. It's a loud one too. But the motorcycle just zoom, zoom, and the backyard's like not huge. It's not like he's got a full dirt bike track back there or something. And it's like a street bike. It's like a I don't know, Yamaha.
A little crotch rocket.
Yeah, a crotch rocket. Yeah, for sure. You ever been on a motorcycle?
Nope, never will be.
No, me either. This guy, if he continues to have his track in the backyard, I might go give her a spin.
You should get one too. Just drive by him.
I just got motorcycle races in the backyard. So if you're thinking about riding your motorcycle in your backyard, can you at least wait till 9 in the morning and then shut it down by 9 at night? 9 to 9.
Got in my neighborhood. So my street, I've got across, middle of the street, and the very end of the street, race cars. And
really?
Yeah. So racing in our area is on a Saturday night, unless they travel somewhere else. And I have appreciation for the race because I used to work at the racetrack.
Oh.
But the Friday night is the drink beer, the test and tune in the driveway.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Do they bring it onto the street?
No, it's in the garage, so it echoes.
In the garage.
But
so
it seems like
down.
Yeah, they finish from work, they gear down, have a little barbecue, a couple beers, and then they finally get it tuned up about 11:45 is when they're like,
that's when it peaks.
Yeah, they're like, I think we got the rods on. Let's see if it works.
Chris McLeod, Race Car Insider. They got the rods on. It's time to fire them up.
And then at times you're like, something's not right because
you can tell from a distance that something's not right. Something's misfiring.
And then you hear quiet. Then you hear crack another one. We'll fix this.
Yeah, we got a long night. Long night. We'll get down to it. I like this.
When local racetrack betting gets on the single game betting, look out. I got the inside scoop.
I'll go because you hear it tuned up in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
That's
sounding good.
Chris McLeod, Race Car Insider.
And Beer Insider. I've got a couple things going on.
Holy. Wasn't I the Beer Insider? Now I don't even have a job.
Yeah. You lost that one. Right. Timmy, let's get to a round of generally speaking.
Buddy.
This is where we break down what's going on the Dukes of Hazzard. We're on season 1, episode number 9 now for generally speaking. This one is called Limo 1 is Missing. And we've got some classic moments in the trailer.
What's going on here?
Of this one, season 1, episode 9. You ready?
100%.
Yeehaw.
They stole the president's car. Oh. Hit it. Keep your eye on her tail. You dumb dipstick.
This one will really make your teeth itch.
What's that even mean?
There's a couple things.
I want to throw it out there first. Return of the Flaming Arrow.
Yeah, Return of the Flaming Arrow.
That's important.
That's a staple of every good Dukes of Hazzard episode. I hit it when Luke says to Bo, hit it.
Yeah. Also, we haven't seen the General Lee jump like that in the other trailers. Like a full out. That was a full jump.
I like when the General used to take off and it'd be like on an angle and then, boom, and it'd land flat. That's just the skill driving a Bo Duke right there.
100%.
Hit it.
100%.
And then Enos being a perv creeping on Daisy. Enos.
Classic.
Doesn't Enos, though, end up with Daisy? Is that not how that ends? Or was that Cletus?
Cletus.
Enos. Cletus. Enos. Enos. Don't even know him. Here, I gotta give you the background. I didn't give you the background yet. We were just breaking down the trailer. Okay. All right. So Limo 1 is Missing is the name of episode 9 on season 1. Aired on April 6th, 1979.
Oh, okay.
Are you ready?
I don't know.
President Jimmy Carter sends his car, Limo 1, to Georgia before he visits the state. Jimmy Carter. That's
Jimmy Carter. That's a long way back.
The Secret Service men and the 2 state police motorcycle cops stop at the Boar's Nest for a fill-up and some coffee, where Cooter and the boys are just leaving. The boys spot the car, admire it for a bit, and then Bo and Luke leave, leaving Cooter to ogle over the car some more. That Cooter. In fact, Cooter becomes so entranced by the limo that he hotwires it and takes it for a joyride.
Oh, come on.
Cooter. Boss Hogg has a chop shop operation going. Of course he does. And Roscoe, who was usually in on Boss Hogg's scams, knows nothing about it. When the limo turns up missing, Roscoe assumes that the same car thieves who had been working the county for the past month are the ones who stole it. He's on it.
Yep.
Boss figures that he has got a sure disaster on his hands if it turns out that his men at the chop shop took the car and have cut it to pieces, until Roscoe wonders how much of a reward he will get for bringing that important car back. Limo 1 is missing. This one will make your teeth itch.
What? Okay, wait a second. Like the security around Limo 1 seems a little lax in the late 70s, early 80s.
And a guy of Cooter's statute who could just kind of
slip
in unnoticed. Yeah.
That's my first concern with this episode.
Yeah.
Is really what the Secret Service was doing at the time.
Daisy probably distracted him.
Yeah. It was Enos that married Daisy, just for the record.
Was it?
Yeah. I think it was a fake marriage, though. I'm still trying to get to the bottom of it.
It was a shotgun wedding. All right, so here's a little bit of background on this episode. Boss Hogg has a new driver in this episode. Previously, his driver had been a young, unnamed man. In this episode, his driver is a middle-aged man in a suit. After this, his driver is changed to Alex. Who's Alex?
Who's Alex?
I don't know. Okay, so here's a couple more. There's a couple good ones here. Jimmy Carter was present at the time of this episode. When Enos asks Luke about Limo 1, Luke remarks that he hasn't seen Jimmy around all morning.
Jimmy.
Sounds like they're close. Bo made a comment saying, Little Nell saved by Simon Legree, referencing Charles Dickens' The Old Curiosity Shop and the Harriet Beecher Stowe's Uncle Tom's Cabin.
Wow.
Who knew Bo was so well read? Yeah, he's quite the diverse. Now, this is the one, though, from season 1, episode 9 that gets me. Bo has an issue with hiccups this whole episode.
like in the show?
Yeah.
Or like trying to record the show?
No, it says in the episode.
It was just part of the show.
No, Luke says it's because he scarfs down food. There's a running joke in the series. This becomes a running joke in the series, which I don't recall that ever being a thing.
Oh, I'll definitely watching for this moving forward.
Luke is like, hit it. And Bo's like,
what was it eating? What was he eating that caused it? Did it say?
It just says he scarfs down his food. He's a fast eater, which, hey, I 100% am. Yeah. That's another coincident bone I have, is that we both scarf down our food. And you've said that many times. You're like, Bo, stop eating so fast.
and then the hiccups come, and I'm like, it's a reoccurring bit. I get it.
Get the flaming arrows out.
Oh, flaming arrows.
There we go. This episode's gonna make your teeth itch.
What is that a reference to?
Itchy
teeth. What's that caused by?
I don't know, but it's got your attention, doesn't it?
Oh, doesn't it?
It does.
Itchy teeth. Why do my teeth feel itchy? That's an actual Google.
That's a risky Google. Timmer, that's what I got this week on the pod.
I don't think we need anything else, do we?
I think we're gonna leave it there.
I think we need to start the petition now, though, for
the June holiday,
Family Day weekend.
Why don't let's not be greedy, or let's be greedy and not move Family Day. Let's just come up with a June holiday.
We want to add one. That might be harder to do.
No, it's not. Because
I'm trying to take action. I'm trying to take action. No,
it's an election year. If we want anything, this is the year we get shit done.
Okay.
This is when things get done.
Is this when we start? Do we start the petition now then? Pre-election? Like now?
I think the next debate, you just put your hand up when all the candidates are there and just be like, who's giving us a June holiday? You got my vote and the 3-beer pod vote. We're in.
Like election day in Ontario should be a holiday. Do it on a Friday. No,
it's once every 4 years though.
Spitballing. Yeah, but it's like you warm up to it with the other 3 years. No, okay, all right. Just spitballing. Like the other 3 years, you get the holiday, and then the 4th year you have to vote. And if you vote, you get the day off.
The problem is if we take a holiday on election day, nobody's voting.
Okay, so just spitballing,
and then we just end up with the same. You know what I mean?
Yeah, my bad. My bad. Didn't think that one through.
All these other things I've talked about. Yeah.
All the other things I've talked about today, I've thought through. That one I didn't.
Well, that one I didn't. Season 8, episode 4.
The possible itchy teeth cause of itchy teeth is pretty bad. It means your like teeth are rotting. So, which is probably common in Hazard County. So,
you know what? Yeah. Cooter definitely had itchy teeth. Definitely.
If I had a nickel for every time I've heard that, Cooter definitely had itchy teeth.
We'll find out more in a future episode. That is it. Season 8, episode 4. As always, you got suggestions for guests and more. We've got some cool ones lined up. As life gets back to normal, we're finding that guests are like, no, we got shit to do. So we're far between.
Totally. We got shit to do too. Yeah. We're here every week, buddy.
I like the spitballing episodes we get into every now and then. So that is it. Season 8, episode 4 in the books. Cheers, Timmer. We'll talk soon, buddy.
See you, Cloudy.